Hey everybody, it's Lavetta, and I'm here for my update with Full Sail University month 8 and 9. That's January and February of 2012. Sorry it's been so long, but the class that I just got out of was like very hard. So I'm just now doing a catch up for 2 months. Sorry, I'm looking down because I have notes. For January of 2012, I had History of Motion Picture Arts. I really thought this class was going to be a walk in the park. It was not. But there were points that I did like about it. All the assignments were open at one time at the very beginning of class, which was really good for me because I don't know if I've said it before, but I have a full-time job. So I was able to do things kind of like at my leisure, and things really didn't have like an ending date on it, maybe like a couple of tests and things like that. But other than that, it was really, really easy. I had to watch, I think, somewhere between 6 and 8 films for this class. It started off with like somewhere between a 70 and a 93-minute silent film, which was harsh. And then it slowly progressed through the decades of music. Movies. The one that a lot of them were just kind of boring for me. I did not enjoy La Dolce Vita. It was in Italian. It had subtitles. That's not why I didn't like it. I didn't like it because the story just kind of hopped all around and didn't have one main plot or even two main plots. It was just like all over the place, and I really didn't like that style. The one that I liked, I had two that I really liked. Strangers on a Train by Alfred Hitchcock, and The Kid Stays in the Picture, which was a documentary about filmmaker Robert Evans and Paramount. I remember that. I really did like those two films. Let's see. We watched Dr. Strangelove, Easy Rider, and I can't remember the name of the silent film. But Easy Rider was I was like, oh look, it's Dennis Hopper, like back in the day, and Peter Fonda. Oh look, there's a lot of drugs in this movie. It was a little bit too trippy for me, and I guess that was just a reflection of the era that it was taken in. In the end, for our final project, we had to assemble a video, and you either had to discuss a specific type, or you could trace the evolution of a genre. So I chose to kind of do the evolution of documentary film because that's what I'm most interested in. And I think maybe in a little bit I might the video is on YouTube because that's how we have to upload our movies and everything, but mine is private. I think I just might make it public so that everybody can see the kind of work that we're doing. I'm really good at editing and things like that, and voiceovers and composition of it. My final grade for that class for HMA was a B, and I'll tell you why. We had a very bad snowstorm, and I had been slowly but surely kind of entering in all my answers on a specific test, and just so happened I got them all done earlier in the day, but I don't know why I didn't submit it, and we had a power outage. And I could not submit my test, which kind of gave me the B. And I was like, oh man, I was like this close to the A. And what you gonna do? It happened. I did contact my instructor, and a very nice lady, and for some reason, Lori, can't remember her last name, oops. But she let me, sorry, the sun's moving. She opened it back up for me, but I had to have it done within a certain amount of time, and I did not because the power was still out. And had I known that it was open, I would have went somewhere else and submitted it, but I couldn't check my email because I had no power. Bummer. So I accepted the B gladly in that class because, my instructor, Lori Turchin, I think so, she was very, very nice and understanding about that situation. Now, let's move on to the class that I just got. Wait, before I go there, I just want to tell everybody, if you're thinking of going to the school, do not wait until the last minute to turn in any assignment, especially if you've already had it done. If it's due on Sunday, try your best to have it done on Saturday, just because you never know what's going to happen. Now, and on to what I just finished. And I mean just finished, like as of, it's 10:22 a.m. on Sunday. I just submitted my last test at like 7:30 this morning, so literally 3 hours ago, and I figured I'd get these videos up because I have another one that I want to do after this, but I really wanted to tell you guys about this class. I had the fundamentals of physical science, also known as physics. Let me tell you something. If any of you are interested in going to Full Sail University and you're still in high school, look up the degree program that you want. Look at the courses. If you have physics on there, please pay attention in school. Like, seriously. It's been a long time since I was in high school, and physics kind of snuck up on me. I was not prepared for it. I had just gotten out of HMA, and I had to hurry up and do a whole lot of re-hustling for financial aid and everything, because January 30th started my sophomore year. And so I was just fresh off of word about that when I logged in to see what my new course was for that day. It was like Monday, and I saw that it was fundamentals of physics, and I almost died. Like, I literally almost died because I had not prepared my mind for working with numbers and things like that. Week 1 was horrible for me. Thank God I've gotten 100% on all of my discussion board posts, which are like papers that you have to write. Thank God I got hundreds on every last one of those, because physics is so not my friend. It was harder the first week than it was here toward the end of the week, when you were trying to figure out like the weight and speed of like air. I'm like, I don't know, air doesn't have a speed unless the wind is blowing or you sneeze. But come to find out that yes, it does. And you know, how does sound travel faster in warm air, cool air, or you know, like through steel or something? And pay attention in your math classes, in your science classes while you're in school, so that you don't have to wreck your brain and Google every single answer just to come up with the right thing. Here I am saying again. It was very, very hard, but I'm praying that I will at least, you know, I prefer to get A's, but at this point, if I can get a B- in this class, I will kiss the ground. Like, literally, this class was so hard for me that I literally think I died, and I'm just waiting for my death certificate in the mail. That's how hard it was. And maybe if the book wasn't so boring, or if they had shown us, like, when I had my algebra class, there was this system that we could work on called ALEKS, ALEKS, that was it gave you a lot of practice work to teach you how to do things and step by step how to work the formulas. And in the first WIMBA session that I went to, the online class, I asked the professor, you know, is there a system similar to ALEKS where we could go on and work and figure out how to properly do things? And he was like, no, but we're trying to work it out. And I'm thinking, okay, trying to work it out and come up with it is so not going to help me right here, right now. So I think that was partially my downfall, because I needed to see the problem worked out step by step in order to grasp it, and there was none of that. None. They did have tutoring sessions that you could go to, but you had to have a specific question or something that you needed help with, and I needed help with all of it. So me going there and asking about everything was just pretty much going to be not for the best of the class. But thank God I was able to just like read the book, Google some stuff, and find out some of the answers. They did have, which I liked, PowerPoint presentations that were kind of like the summary of each chapter that you had to read. Sometimes it was 2 chapters a week, sometimes it was 3. I found the PowerPoints very, very helpful because it gave you all the key pointers without all the inside fluff, which I found out that sometimes you need to read the inside fluff because every now and then there'll be a question from the inside fluff on the test. But the PowerPoints were excellent. For the final, we had to do a podcast of a laboratory experiment. And I was thinking, oh God, but it had to pertain to your field. And I was like, I have no clue what physics is used in like film. So I did some Googling and some searching, and I found out that there's this thing called force perception. And if you were around in the 80s, like old enough to watch TV, you will remember The Kids in the Hall. It was a comedy sketch team, and they had a guy on there called the Head Crusher, and he would, I'm crushing your head, do that to everybody. That's actually called force perception, when you can make something smaller and manipulate it or appear to manipulate it. So, wait, I think I'm going to add a little bit of a clip right there. Maybe I'll put it over here, one of these places. You'll see a little clip of the Head Crusher. So I did force perception for my my final podcast project, and it really came out really nice. I took some pictures. Of course, I had my daughter help me. She was my assistant for the day. Take some pictures of force perception type things, and it worked out really good to, see how you can be holding something that's way far back in your hand. And I talked about how, movies when they first started doing force perception, I used the example of Godzilla versus Mothra because, they use a lot of force perception to get you think that the monsters were really big when they actually weren't. And they use a lot of toys to step on and crush them and things like that. So hopefully that will get me a pretty good grade and squeak me through with physics. There was an extra credit assignment that my instructor gave us, and I was extremely thankful for it because I needed it. So it was pretty much write a paper on something. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, you had a whole list of topics that you could choose from. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my new hairdo. It was a whole list of stuff. So I chose the differences between fission and fusion, and I wrote a pretty good paper on it. Turned it in. It has not been graded yet, even though it's been in for a week, and I'm hoping and praying that gives me an extra boost into the B category. I'm totally going to settle for a B. Next month is month 10. It actually starts tomorrow, and that is art history. I'm so geared up for art history, and somewhere in month 10 I'm supposed to be getting my technical launch package, which is the camera. So of course I'll be doing an unboxing on that. Right now I think I'm at a little after 13 minutes. I'll be doing an unboxing on my technical package when I get it. But for my next video, which I'm going to shoot immediately following this, I'm going to do an unboxing on a GoPro camera. I just got it. Well, I haven't just got it. I got it probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. Haven't unboxed it yet because I was waiting to have time to shoot videos to do it. And thank God I'm done with physics, and I have actually the rest of the day to get things done. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Good Lord, it's bothering me. So I will see you in the next video for an unboxing, and I'll see you sometime next month for an update on art history and the unboxing of my technical package. This has been Labetta for She Busy, and if you haven't yet, I want you to comment, thumbs up, subscribe. I promise I'll be doing more videos. I just had to get out of physics before I even thought about putting my mind on other things. So I will see you guys in my next video.
She busy.